Hi, Kelly. President Obama just finished speaking at the South by Southwest event in Texas. He didn't comment specifically on Apple, specifically on I said that's an ongoing case, but he did comment on what he sees as the dangers of unbreakable encryption. Here's what he said.
The question we now have to ask is if technologically it is possible to make an impenetrable device or system where the encryption is so strong that there's no key, there's no door at all, then how do we apprehend the child pornographer? How do we solve or disrupt a terrorist plot? What mechanisms do we have available to even do simple things like tax enforcement? Tax enforcement. Because if, in fact, you can't crack that at all, government can't get in, then everybody's walking around with a Swiss bank account in their pocket.
And that's a fascinating analogy, Kelly. Swiss bank accounts in your pocket. I haven't heard the president use that phrase before.
This is GovPlanet, a sweet site where nothing more than a credit or debit card, you can get access to bid on all sorts of government options, up to $75,000 straight out the gates. So, of course, I registered a new account yesterday. And this is the verification code I got to my phone number. Now, if you notice, I've received verification codes from this number before. It's Coinbase. So, that reminded me real quick to... Alright, I had to pause it real quick because I was not popping open all my tabs without knowing what's on them while this was rolling. But that reminded me to rain on you people's crypto parade with some valuable insight. Like I've said before, cryptocurrency, blockchain, the whole thing is all in service of the central banks, the New World Order, and the global agenda, right? This Bitcoin is not the people's money. Blockchain is not the people's money. This is it's absolutely the opposite. This is a ploy to get people acclimated to having digital-only currency, which would give central banks much more direct control over every component of it, which is the last thing they need or that we want. But by pumping up the value of shit coins while crashing the value of the dollar, it creates hype and excitement around what is inevitably a trap. So I assume lots of people are at least dabbling in it, even though I'm fully aware that this is poison. I myself dabble. Although I'm going to be out before the end of the year. Let me just put it that way. If XRP hits a new height, out. So, I want to real quick just show you this article. It's not new. It's from September 18th. U.S. Homeland Security signs $1.36 million contract with Coinbase. For those who don't know, Coinbase is the largest crypto platform out there. Coinbase's new deal with the U.S. government is around 40 times bigger than its last. So this isn't the first time. Coinbase will provide the Immigrations and Customs Enforcement branch with blockchain analytics software. The crypto exchange has also provided software to the U.S. Secret Service and IRS. The ICE branch of U.S. Homeland Security has given $1.36 million contract to crypto exchange giant Coinbase for business application and application development software, according to the Federal Procurement Data System, which is a cool website. I mean, if you like getting into the nuts and bolts and nerdiness like I do, it just basically lists contracts, government contracts that have been put up. The new deal is Coinbase's largest federal contract yet. The deal was signed on Thursday and is worth around 40 times more than Coinbase's last contract with the Homeland Security branch. So here we got some images. Back on August 9th, ICE paid Coinbase $29,000 for forensic software, according to a document dated August 3rd. The contract was given to Coinbase on the basis that the company is the only vendor who can reasonably provide the services requested by the agency. Details as to exactly what the ICE wants Coinbase software for are scarce. The same document later states this requirement is law enforcement sensitive. Therefore, minimal information will be provided publicly. ICE is not the first government agency to request Coinbase's services. Last year, Coinbase announced its desire to sell analytics tools to two U.S. government branches, the DEA and the IRS. The IRS said that it could use several analytics tools to help catch blockchain-savvy tax dodgers, including Coinbase Analytics, formerly known as Neutrino. Neutrino, isn't that a dog food? Coinbase acquired Neutrino back in 2019 for $13.5 million. It was a controversial acquisition at the time, since Neutrino members have been linked to an Italian organization called Hacking Team, which is so hokey and tacky of a name, which sold spyware to authoritarian regimes in Saudi Arabia, Sudan, and Venezuela. Just my hunch, Hacking Team, probably US or British or Israeli. And that's why they named it something as cheesy as Hacking Team. Hacking Team. Hacking Team who sells software to authoritarian regimes. Get the fuck out of here. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong later expressed his regret towards the purchase and sacked the more dubious members of the team. Coinbase later sourced analytics software deals with both the Secret Service and the IRS. Coinbase is now inking million-dollar deals with the federal government. Move over Chainalysis, the U.S. government may have a new favorite blockchain company. So, exactly like I've been saying is going to be the plan. Here's a nice little proof that they're in fact doing with crypto, with blockchain, everything that we don't want them to do, right? And if you can read the tea leaves at all, it looks very much like, not like this is an organic, like the government just realized, oh, hey, look, Coinbase can help us with these things that we want. I absolutely don't believe that. Coinbase, just like Amazon, in my opinion, has been a government entity from the get-go, from inception. It's all part of intelligence. The blockchain is for us, for our exchanges, right? You put, say, our transactions on blockchain so that personal transactions, buying gas at the pump, paying your homie $20, all these things are recorded and cannot be hacked. But then you put central banks, the big liquidity players, on a centralized, non-blockchain platform like XRP. That's why I think XRP is for sure going to be long-term a winning crypto. It's designed perfectly for centralized control. They don't want to lose centralized control. They're not going to lose centralized control. The central banks own the world. They're not just going to get unseated by some new technology invented by an anonymous. Yeah, it's an absurd story. So, just wanted to remind people that you're doing deals with the devil. Buy some silver, buy some gold, buy some land, get some chickens. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And
early one morning while making my rounds, Took a shot of cocaine and I shot my woman down. Went right home and I went to bed and stuck that loving 44 beneath my head. Got up next morning and I grabbed that gun. Took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico.